Welcome to Pube for Pube. Today we're going to see who has the hairiest pubes out of these video game deaths, tournament style. Let's get it. Starting off with Ghost versus Jackie Wells. And I want to make it clear, I'm not ranking the characters themselves, rather their death, like the circumstance of their death and the surroundings, okay? Now, Ghost! Why did they take it from me? That was my boy, but I mean, this is easy. This definitely goes to Ghost. Jackie, he died in the back of a fancy Delamay cab. Ghost was out there in the field with the soldiers. Brock versus Aerith. And Aerith's death scene is just pubeless scenery. It's definitely clean shaven. So Brock's demise, we'll move on. Aunt May versus John Marston. And look, Aunt May just passes out in a hospital bed, you know, because the devil's breath. Beth Gas, hold up. That got me for a sec, hold up. And then we got John Marston. He's going out in one of the pubiest ways possible. He earns the badge of RN. Real nigga. I'm sorry. Joel versus Roman Bellic. And I gotta say Joel, you know, his is more, you know, violent and gruesome. You know, he was in the room with all the people from The Last of Us. I know all of them haven't showered in at least about 5 days. Then, you know, we got Roman Bellic. You know, he died at a wedding at least. You know, he was nicely dressed when he went out. Such as everybody else over there. So Mr. Joel's going to move on. Now into the semifinals. We got Ghost versus Brock. And I got to go with Ghost. I mean, when the dude died, you know, he was surrounded by trees, grass, and soldiers with guns. You know what I mean? So, and then, you know, Brock, he passes away in his home. You know, it was violent, you know, but it was still in his little humble home, at least. It's nicely furnished in there. So his dirty little wolf pussy can... Okay, what? I'm tweaking, bro. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. John Marston versus Joel. Both are brutal, but I'm just going to go with John Marston's because of the aesthetics. I mean, them Last of Us pubes put up a good fight, but I don't know. I just can't. It's just hard to picture anything being hairier than the John Marston pubes. Hashtag RN. Now into the finals. We got Ghost versus John Marston. And this is damn near a tie, so let's see what we got. For Ghost, we got, once again, we got soldiers, trees, guns, ops, whatever, you know, grass. Then we got John Marston. You know, he's got the grass and trees, too. But he sent his family off first, and then he stepped out there knowing it was over. It's hard to think of more PB demise. Them balls is hairy. When he stepped out them barn doors, he had them Bunker Jonesy pubes. 100%. But anyways, I'm sorry I was tweaking today. I don't know what was up. I was off the goof juice. I don't know. But I love you guys, bro. Thank y'all for sticking around. I love you. I appreciate y'all more than you know. For real. Thank you.